It's your favorite bombshell here, Lila, aka Lila's Philosophy.
Okay.
Hello, how are you doing? How am I doing? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I know you're wondering, where have I been? You know, where has my favorite YouTuber been doing? Sorry, I just need you to look at my hat. Look at my hat. I know it's a little huge. Too big for my head, actually. And what is the word? Underestimated the size of my head. It's actually a lot much smaller than I thought. So the hat doesn't fit. Sorry to you big mega mind-headed bitches. Maybe one of y'all can have this. But it's my first crochet. Like, look at my, it's supposed to be a cat thingy. It's just a little huge. So, but anyways, as you know, high school, the first day of school, you know, has come to haunt us all if you're in school. And I've been one of the victims of that. So I've been trying to battle that.
'Cause all of the small things that you...
But yeah, so this video was actually inspired by my cousin. When I went to Dallas, that first time I recorded, and I just came back from Dallas actually, and I was supposed to upload a video, but I did not, because I did not like the production of that video. Look at me, big words. What do I think I am? The production of the video was not, it didn't deliver how I pictured it to, how I visualized it before it happened. Like, I had big expectations for that video before it happened. You know how you like visualize something to come out good and the outcome is just bad. Like, don't expect anything, okay? Don't expect, because like as soon as I got there, I was recording, having fun, but then I forgot, like, every day. Mostly because I didn't really do like stuff every day, like throughout the whole day. I would do stuff like random shit. I mean, that's what this channel is. It's random as fuck. Like, I just decided to do be a YouTuber randomly. I was in the bed watching YouTube and I'm like, oh, let me just start a video. And I just started talking randomly. That's what the fuck this is.
Random.
The random philosophy. So, and then I changed my YouTube channel in like 3 times. Kind of want to change it again. Okay? Like, you gotta find your niche. I've come a long way. I just love me, you know, like, you gotta join the channel. Come along, subscribe.
And have a good time.
Yeah, so back to that video. When I went to Dallas, my cousin was talking about, you know, me styling her up for her clothes, because she wants to get more, like, be confident in her body and like finding out her style and her Instagram, because she was like a little self-conscious to post because she doesn't want people to see, or like she doesn't want to post until she actually like looks good or feels good about her body, her clothes, her face, whatever, blah. And so that inspired me, because I know some people I know a lot of people actually private their account or don't post anything at all. So I did take some notes. I actually wrote these when I was in class. Okay, so basically what I want you to get out of this video is knowing how to express yourself freely without giving a fuck what anybody else thinks, or the idea of what people perceive you as. Like, everybody's gonna have a perception of you. Everybody's gonna have a random thought of, like, they're always gonna think of you some way. Even if it's not true, that's just on them. It's inevitable. Like, you can't control that, but you can control what you do. Regardless, you can control how you project yourself to the world, and that includes in social media and posting and your content and what your clothes, your hair, your makeup, your routine, whatever. Being honest with yourself. How many times have you regretted posting something because you're afraid this one person will see it, or you're afraid that nobody will like it, or you don't want to be judged off of something and you delete it immediately, you archive it, you probably have like 5 posts archived, whatever. Let's end that now, because nobody gets to talk about them. There's always going to be somebody seeing your story. I promise you, as soon as Instagram does that profile view thing. I don't even know if that's real, but when they do, you're gonna be shocked. Shit, you might be humbled if you have 0, but that doesn't matter. When I first created an account, I wasn't supposed to have one, but that's not the point. I created an Instagram account, and I never posted anything, but I just started like following random people. And when I wanted to make my own, I made a whole completely different account because I didn't want people to see it, because I knew people on there. Like with Snapchat, I made a whole different account because I didn't want people I knew to see my stuff, so I would make private stories. I just wanted to post freely without having to worry about being judged or perceived based off what I post.
I also think the reason I did that was because when I was in school, I would act a certain way. I would like portray this type of character when I was in school, and I wasn't really being myself. But when I was on the internet, that was like an outlet for me to express myself. And having those people that were in my school that like knew this version of me, it was kind of hard to do that. So yeah, I didn't really say that in the video, but I think that's kind of why. And if you kind of relate to that, then that could also be what's holding you back.
Standoffish, you know, like I wanted to like hide.
Nobody understands us, and they won't understand until it is far too late.
I couldn't hide because, girl, I'm out in the real world. Like, I'm going to be perceived every day. I see people every day. People see me. So regardless, there's no escaping it. You know what I mean? Hiding. You can't hide. The internet is the internet. Okay? Like, it's not going nowhere. It's literally our life now. So the possibilities are endless. Like, you can do anything, but the only thing that's holding you back is limiting beliefs that you can't do this unless you do that. You can't do this yet because you don't look this type of way. You can't do this because you don't have this certain equipment. You don't have this many followers.
What a bunch of hippy-dippy baloney.
So basically what I'm saying is stop trying to be perfect. Stop trying to be what everybody else wants you to be. Stop trying to fit into this narrative or these aesthetics. You don't have to be an aesthetic. People change over time. You're not always going to be that one person you were before. You're not always going to like this thing you liked before. And our ideologies always evolve. Our perceptions always change. You know, like, we don't always stay the same. We're human. You have to embrace who you are. You can't just suppress it because of somebody else. And why are you letting these people have power over you? They're human just like you. You don't think they have the same fears or self-doubts as you? I think it takes more than confidence to really be confident. There's more than just confidence, because you can be confident and you can fake it till you make it. You know, it's confident, but it doesn't last because it's not really confidence. You're just putting on a new face to suppress your insecurities and push it down into the shadow.
What I'm saying here is you don't have the core beliefs in yourself or that self-love to support that confidence that you're trying to project. You don't even love yourself enough to have developed this type of confidence that comes naturally in people. You just like created your idea of what confidence is. So therefore, it's not real and it doesn't last because you're actually hiding behind your fears and living in your comfort zone where you cannot grow. I don't know if that makes sense.
But it's really if you believe it or not. Like, do you believe that you look that good? Do you believe you are a bad bitch? Do you believe you can achieve anything? Do you really believe that you are who you say you are? You are how you act on the outside. Do you? I didn't think so. You're trying to fit into this square, fit into this group, trying to be like the girl you sit next to in class, the popular people, but you don't know them, okay? You see the outside of, you see their external form, but you don't see the background. You don't see the behind the scenes. You don't know what's going on in their head, their insecurities, even their own fears. You don't know that because the only thing you're seeing is everything you lack in. You see everything you wish you had. And it's like, for why? You're human. They're human just like you. They're not special. Sorry, that little rude right there. Not that they're like not special. Stop putting these people on the pedestal. You don't know them. You're putting strangers you see on the internet on pedestals when they're highlighting the best of their selves, because being vulnerable is not a trend. Being real about your insecurities is not attractive. You know, like, so there's nothing to hide from. And there's actually people who promote that. Like, it's okay to be not okay. It's okay to have acne. It's okay to have a little pudge and bad days. You can still do that. You don't have to be. Social media is social media. There's no certain. Social media is for you only. Whatever, everything you're seeing on social media is catered to you and based off what you like. So why would you make it about some random person or somebody who you wish liked you? Some like random people. Like, it's your account. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you make this thing that's where you express yourself, this safe space made for you only, and make it about them? I already said this earlier, but I want you to gain this freedom of expressing yourself. And in order to express yourself, you have to figure out who you are. What do you like? Not because you saw this on TikTok, not because it came up on your feed, not because your friend thought of the idea. Do you really like this? To my next point is being careless about other people's opinions. When people always say, oh, opinions are valid. That's my opinion! Then nobody asked. Like, you could have an opinion, but nobody has to give a fuck about it. Nobody has to cater to you because of this one opinion. Yes, you can be respectful and mindful of people's opinions, but this is different. Like, it's different. It's than like apples and oranges and shit. This is about what people say about you. Same with perceiving you a certain type of way. It doesn't matter, because the only thing that matters is your perception of yourself, your opinion of yourself. Whatever you think only matters because it's your life, no one else's. So therefore, whatever you post doesn't matter. Even if it's negative or positive, always be mindful that that's just how the world works. That's not your problem. How people view you is not your problem. For example, standing by your content and being unapologetic in who you are. Unapologetic. Jesus. Being who you are and not giving a fuck about it. You can post this shit. I be posting shit like, what's that time? That one time I was on Pinterest. This little gremlin, this little gremlin wanted to try me. Because for some reason, I don't know, they just like really was angry for no reason. And you know what? The post had nothing to do with what she was trying to call me out for. Okay? It was literally about like, you know, that girl, it girl aesthetic, da-da-da-da-da. And it was cute, you know? It was like, she thinks she's all that. This is what the quote said. She thinks she's all that. And I'm like, yeah, she's all that because she does this, this, and that. And then that one person always got to ruin it, like, anybody can do okay. And I was like, do you do that though? Do you do it?
Yeah,
And I was like, so I'm guessing that's a no. You don't do shit. You just wanted to write your mouth because you're mad.
And then she was like,
I guess you're kind of slow, cause and she was like, also, if that's seeing your profile picture, you're ugly.
Been on, bitch, you been con. Bentley tints on, Fendi prints on.
really thought she ate that, girl. I stop. What'd you say? Oh, really? And guess what? Her profile picture was a picture of Lana Del Rey. Lord, she just kept coming back too. Now the bitch blocked. But the whole point is, I didn't give a fuck. I post myself on Pinterest. I made Pinterest my profile picture myself because I'm hot, I'm fine, I'm a Pinterest girl, like, because I'm just that bitch, you know? Of course I am. But I wasn't gonna let that little thing ruin my day. So I typed a cute little response because I knew she was projecting on what she lacked in. Because where did my looks, where was this even about my looks? There was nothing about my looks. And I knew from the moment she called me ugly that this was about her and not me. It was a her problem, not a me problem. How is my looks relevant to this conversation? You're mad because I called you out. Like, you're so stupid. Then she tried to call me slow and say I had autism. Her comments in Pinterest didn't show up because she's that fucking irrelevant. I actually think, I don't know why, it just didn't pop up for me. So when I looked at the comment, when I looked to reply, the comment wasn't there. But all of a sudden, I'm autistic. First of all, that's rude. So, you know, it was crazy because I was working out one day. I was working out. And, like, I completely forgot about her. And I look at my phone, I see a notification. And she goes on one of my pages. She's like, oh.
Jump scare. Oh, jump scare.
You really want to try me today? I stopped my workout, my cute little workout, to respond. I was like, so you came back for more, huh? You're starving. You're starving because you didn't eat that shit. Jump scare. Oh, you're so ugly. I can't believe you posted this. When you have people like that, don't give them the attention they seek because they want it. They get a rush out of pissing you off. And instead of being like, what are you talking about? Blah, 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 I just acted cool, calm, and collected. Like,
Good luck. Hashtag your mom's a whore.
I don't even know how this turned into a story time. But yeah, that's just be unapologetic and don't give a fuck. Detach from people's opinions about you. Don't expect anything from people because somebody's always gonna have something to say. Regardless, nobody gives a fuck about them. They don't matter. Because I promise you, a few days, you won't even remember it. I didn't until this moment now. That got me a little hot. Anyways, last thing I want you to know is that we all have insecurities. We all have underlying fears of people, but we are all people, so we all share the same things. So there's nothing to be afraid of. Sometimes you have to go into things being afraid, because sometimes the fear doesn't subside because you have nothing to hold on to, have to attach to. So you just have to go through it afraid. You have to be uncomfortable to get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Or how else will you grow if you stay in that one place all the time? That's why I said earlier, as humans, we always grow, we always change over time. We're not gonna always stay the same, or else what the fuck are we? One outcome is not always gonna stay the same. It's not always gonna be permanent. And the most important thing to know is not everyone will like you. And it's okay not be liked. It's okay to be embarrassed. And sometimes embarrassment is not really real. Embarrassment is in your head. Picture this idea that everyone's watching you, so now you have to be embarrassed. You don't. Somebody asked me if I ever had embarrassing moments, and I'm just like, I mean, I tripped a little bit in my Crocs. Did I give a fuck? No. I was in the middle of the hallway. Okay. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal because I'm not the only one to be tripping on my Crocs. Okay, it's just a Croc thing, and everybody trips. And then I don't see it as embarrassing. I see it as a little moment. I had a little moment, had to catch myself. Like sometimes I'll be walking too fast and I almost trip, but I'm real slick with it. I just keep walking faster. Especially when I'm looking at somebody and like, why are you giving me eye contact? You almost made me fall. But it doesn't get me down. Like, I don't dwell on that fact for any moment longer than it already happened. Like, I let it pass. Oh fucking well. It's not a big deal. Never that deep. Like, nobody's gonna remember that. They're gonna be 30 years old and remember me tripping in the hallway on my Crocs. I don't think anyone's gonna care. Like, you're in control of your narrative. You control who you want to be to other people, and you have the power when you're posting. It's your phone, your account. You made this account, but what is the reason? And also find the reason out why you don't want to post. Why you're afraid to press that button. Like, you don't need that other account. Unprivate your account unless you don't want people to see. I can understand why priving in it, like, that makes sense. But if it's because of insecurity issues, unprivate it right now. Right now. Instagram, I don't know about any other social media platforms, but I know Instagram has those options where you can like restrict and block other people from seeing your stuff. So yeah, especially with stories, you can have certain people watch your stuff if you want to, with your friends, in Snapchat, private story. You can do all of that. So there's nothing stopping you from posting. Don't be afraid. Everyone's different. So what if you're not like other girls? There's somebody who is like you, who has the same interests as you, and you might just find that person and make friends, meet somebody, make a friend group in a group chat. I was also gonna say, don't let external factors define your identity. Social media is supposed to be fun. It's not serious at all unless it's like for business and marketing. It's still supposed to be fun because this world, if it gets too serious, nobody wants to do it. So make it fun. This can also apply to people who are like trying to be a content creator or an influencer. But yeah, if you're just doing it for personal reasons, it's for your own expression. You're fun, post your family, post your friends, you know, like do whatever, have your little business, do cute things on there. But don't be afraid because standards, these certain standards that social media creates in society about having the perfect body, perfect skin, looking a certain way, or these certain beliefs, even if somebody doesn't agree with it, potato, tomato, potato, tomato. You don't have to agree. It's not for you. You know, if they don't get it, you're not made to get it. It's not for you then. Move on. Go to something that's for you. Some people like to poke their head into stuff that does not involve them. Then, like, why are you here? They have nothing better to do. That's a lot of people on the internet. They have nothing better to do. They're under their blanket at night being a fucking loser because they have nothing to do. They smell like corn chips and Cheetos and their toes are yellow. They're in the little black socks crunching them toes because they think they're so funny. All bark and no bite, okay? Who cares? And also, the important thing to know is comparison is your enemy. It will always be your enemy. Do not compare yourself to some girl you saw on your For You page. Do not compare yourself to some gym influencer, gym girly, you know, bodybuilder or whatever, or makeup influencer. Like, that is their job. They're going to do these types of things. They're not going to promote like mental health stuff, or some people aren't open to that, but there are people who are. So maybe find those people. This is why I don't really get on social media, but when I do, I watch things that are about my interest at the moment. Don't like like TikTok. I know your For You page is weird because like if you watch one thing, suddenly you see it all over your For You page because the algorithm, blah blah blah. If something triggers like a feeling in you, a negative emotion, block instantly. And it's not because of them, it's because of you. Don't go hating on them because it's not their problem that they look like that. You feel inferior about their looks. That's a problem. Why are you getting mad because she's pretty? Why are you getting mad because of this couple? They did nothing to you. They're behind a screen. You see, you're the problem. It's not your fault because sometimes based on the way you grew up and your environment makes you believe and have these certain perceptions because of social media or the outside world. Comparison and fears depletes and hinders your growth and stops you from elevating and being who you truly are. Being truly authentic is a blessing, honestly. Like you get more out of life when you're yourself. But yeah, guys, I think that's all for this video. I really had fun doing this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really got a lot of it this video and a lot of information, are now in tune with trying to figure out yourself and open to posting on social media and starting that business, starting that YouTube channel. Also, guys, if you didn't know, I created my own ebook on being authentically you and bringing to your feminine energy and owning your crown. Please check it out in the link below. But anyways, please make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification button. Stay tuned on my journey.